Hey everybody. So why are we here this time? Well, we are here to critique or review one of the newest stories from Dakota Krout, uh, and it's called Something, Full-MurderHobo story. And well, let's get to it. So here's the point of the story, as it says in the blurb about it. There's some interesting characters. They get split apart so that they can become their their class, who they were meant to be, their potential, and then one of the characters gets split off, and he becomes a mystery. And that character, when followed, there's plenty of kooky stuff going on with it too. And now, why are we also reviewing this? Well, because we'd love to work with Mr. Dakota Krout because he's got a bunch of good lit RPG stories, but also because a lot of his other work would make really fun animations. And I might just have a little bit of an inside story that he might actually be going for that. I mean, he might have said something about it in his different, Amazon videos, the KDP videos. I don't know if you might have seen it, but if you haven't, it's pretty interesting. Mr. Dakota Krout, he was interviewed by the woman that does the interviews with Amazon KDP. So he talked about the different stories, where he was going with a lot of his work, and I think some of his stories would make really good work to animation. Especially one of his, I think it might have been his first story set, the Divine Dungeon series. I think it would make great animation. I'm sure he's probably thinking about different possibilities. I know that he's actually working on another venue other than regular novel work with the Divine Dungeon series. So, but I mean, he has not posted that, so I'm not going to ruin the surprise. So anyway, um, I I think it might introduce a lot of new people to the lit RPG system, and what's also really great about the Divine Dungeon series and the new Something Full-MurderHobo series. There's not a whole lot of stats, a whole lot of skill changes and stuff like that. Um, some of his other stories, they do get a little bit complicated, a little bit character sheet like, and some people might not be interested in so much of that. Numbers flying through. If you've got a 12-hour audiobook, maybe at least half an hour is them reading a character sheet, stats, changes in skills, and stuff like that. My writing will be a little bit different than that, and when you do read or listen to, like I do, the audiobooks, sometimes you hear a lot of stats going through a character, and it kind of takes away from the fun, the liveliness of the story. So, hint lit RPG people, stop with all the stat junk. We don't need it. Excuse me, we don't need it. I don't know if you heard that. And I the it takes away from the story. And a lot of the people who don't, do the geeky type stuff, the nerdy type stuff, they wouldn't be as interested. You can keep that stuff in the background for your own work, and deciding on how some of the different combats can come on through. But you know what? Cut some of that out. Anyway, I've got some other work that I'd like to go through, and I've got some other miscellaneous stuff that I've got in the works. So keep watching. I'll keep going.